Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network. And it's coming up next. Trevor Bauer gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Pride and joy of the UCLA Bruins, former #1 draft pick with the Arizona Diamondbacks. This guy has really found himself good fastball, and he's one of these guys that he's into the new metrics. He likes to see that spin rate and that carry on the four-seam fastball. Good fastball, 95 to 97. His curveball, though, might be his out pitch. It's a 12-6 straight down curveball. One of the top pitchers in the league right now.
First pitch, 4-10.
The 1-0. Swing and a liner. That's a hit, the first of the new year for the Redbirds.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with the runner in scoring position one batter into the game.
In now, Enos Slaughter. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Slaughter possesses a slugging percentage above the .450 mark, so he's capable of running into one here. Hit softly on the ground to first. Perez fields it cleanly, and he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Batting first, the left fielder, Dan Musial.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Stan Musial, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set. Here it comes. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. The 1-0 home. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Popped him up. Bench over to his left. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
In now, Rogers Hornsby, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
The 2-0. Heading out towards shallow right. Castellanos is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Cards leave 1. Cardinals nothing. Reds stepping in at the plate. Back right after this on MLB Network. Bob Gibson is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy might not be Captain K, but when you have over 3,000 career strikeouts, you're doing something right. He's been a good pitcher ever since he came into the league, and he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be fun to watch him do his thing in this one here today.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Barry Larkin is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Now here it comes.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Hit in the air to center field. Thomas has it for route number 1.
Batting second, the second baseman, Joe Morgan.
Now batting, Joe Morgan. First delivery to him on the way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Now the pitch. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And this is a case of a pitcher letting his frustrations get the best of him. He feels like he gets robbed on the previous pitch, and he just rears back and really let it go on the next pitch, but it got away from him in a big way.
Into the box, George Foster. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Tony.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Tony Perez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Has a look, now the pitch. A pitch out, the throw, and they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. We're off to the second, scoreless on MLB Network. So striding in, Yadier Molina.
Leading off to St. Louis, the catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
2-0 now. Now the pitch.
At the ball.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And the pitch. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Lou Brock. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Has a look, now the pitch. Trying to go the other way. This is looped out toward third. And now a throw to first, and they got him. Never really had a chance with the hit and run on as he gets doubled up on the line drive. Digging in, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch on its way. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman.
We got a ball, 1 strike.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. Throw over to Perez will be in plenty of time, and the inning is over. Redbirds down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and next will be the imposing power bat, Tony Perez.
The first baseman, Tony Perez.
First offering on its way. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. And it's fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
You know, these kind of at-bats can drive you crazy when you're on the mound. I mean, he's been ahead of him pretty much the whole time, but he just can't put him away. Not only that, but it's costing him a lot of bullets.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
To the plate now, Johnny Bench, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
A 1-2 count to Johnny Bench.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball, not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Now they'll have to deal here with Adam Dunn as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to their designated hitter this afternoon. Dunn, just 24 years of age. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game with this guy. You don't hang around 13 years. I always say this: you show me a good teammate, I'll show you a guy who opens the door every day, and you know exactly what you're getting. The consistency this guy has had can't go unnoticed, and he's had an amazing career.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Eugenio Suarez would be next. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Done with that open stance, and here's the pitch. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as the TCU product. The left-handed hitting Matt Carpenter is the first to bat in the inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Nope, that's down.
Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. And he fouls this one off. Liner into right center. That's a base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8-9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
At the plate now, Lane Thomas. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Skied down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Count is 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Carpenter gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he got him.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box, Ozzie Smith. And a ball 1-0. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Rounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Third inning, no score to this point. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
Hey, after the double at his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Two and two.
I got to count 2-2.
Left side, but well foul. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. To Morgan at the bag. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting one out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Ready for another chance? Ina Slaughter. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way.
Count 1-0.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. A runner on first with two away. And there he goes towards second. In there, now the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
The 3-1 pitch. Strike two taken, a fastball that clips the inside black.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Now batting, left fielder, Dan Musial.
Striding in once again, Stan Musial. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Here's Foster backing up on it, and that one is gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Cardinals lead it now 3-0.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Stepping in now, Rogers Hornsby. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Down the first baseline. Foul. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up.
Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field, number 302 career. And with it, the Cardinals have increased their lead 4-0.
That home run is definitely worth giving the show track treatment to. And as we look at it, not only an impressive distance shot, but the 110 miles an hour exit velocity is nothing to scoff at either. That's a big boy home run.
Standing in now, Yadier Molina. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 4 runs here in this half inning. Hit the other way out toward right field. Castellanos is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Reds nothing. So striding forward now, Eugenio Suarez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball that's outside.
Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. And a called strike on the outside part of the plate. The 2-1 home. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Gibson will take it himself for the first out of the inning.
Batting in, the center fielder, number 44.
Digging in, Eric Davis. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Hot shot to third. Taken in by Carpenter. And there's out number 2.
Batting ninth, the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Nicholas Castellanos. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's taken for strike one.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Fouled away. Stays alive, still 0-2. Hit to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They trail here 4-0. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lou Brock. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down or he won't be out here very long.
Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Larkin backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the big bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Now the pitch. 0-1 the count. Four runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Goldschmidt, a 32-year-old veteran. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Now a pitch swung on and grounded out to Barry Larkin. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
At the plate, Matt Carpenter. He reached on a single in his first try. Pitch on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
The 2-1. Fouled off. just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. Davis is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they're in front 4-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Barry Larkin.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Second baseman, Joe Morgan.
Into the box now, Joe Morgan, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. In his career, Morgan has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Now the 1-0 misses for the second ball.
2-0.
The 2-0 on the way. Too high. And it's 3-0.
Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling, compose yourself, and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
.30 pitch.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Comes set. Now the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Taken in by Goldschmidt onto the shortstop, but thrown away.
And everyone knows that you set the tone on opening day, and that's not the kind of tone they want to set. They made fielding a priority in the spring, but it doesn't translate on that play. Might be some early season jitters, too.
Standing in, George Foster. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Larkin at third. Morgan is at second with nobody out. Ball 1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
There's the 2-1 home. Hit in the air out to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third. It's now a 4-1 game. Ready now, Tony Perez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there, 0-1. Runner at second here with one man out. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Now in the box, Johnny Bench, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. From the belt, kicks and deals. In the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball one. Has a look, now the pitch. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Bench comes into action carrying a slugging line above 470. Obviously a potent hitter looking to do some damage right here. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Ripped down the first base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Two balls and two strikes to the Reds catcher.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
The 2-2.
Full count.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Two out here and a runner at second. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Hit sharply on the ground. Carpenter is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. We played 4 full. The Cardinals lead it 4-1. New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Lane Thomas.
Lane Thomas.
Now the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And it's fouled away. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Into the corner and slicing foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Ready once again, Ozzie Smith. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. First delivery to him on the way. And that's in there for strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Runners on the move for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is in time. Another one caught by Bench.
Well, in my opinion, this one all came down to the catcher's footwork on that throw. That was just perfect. You have to use your feet to get your body into a good throwing position for an accurate throw. He did it just right, and he nabs another base runner.
Here's the pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
Popped up. And he'll put this away for the 2nd out.
Now batting, right fielder, Enos Slaughter.
Now to the plate, Enos Slaughter. Here comes the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Line toward right center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. He'll get it into second, and he'll get in there safely.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. So now to the plate, Stan Musial, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. The 1-0.
2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Slaughter stands at second with 2 gone. Three and 0 now.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Red Skipper up out of the dugout and making that slow trek to the mound. And he's going to make the change here. That's going to be all for Trevor Bauer. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Jose De Leon trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Jose De Leon.
Rogers Hornsby will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away.
And going back to that previous at-bat when he hit the 2-strike breaking ball for a home run, something tells me that this guy, when he gets behind in the count, sits on something off speed or the breaking ball.
First pitch of the at-bat. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. 2 down, runners at first and second. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Cards strand a couple, but they lead it 4-1. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The designated hitter, Adam Dunn.
Dunn with that open stance, and here's the pitch. Adam Dunn is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Now the pitch. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Eugenio Suarez waits on deck. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in Eugenio Suarez. Here's the first pitch to him.
0-1, no strike.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. One and two now as that's in there at the knees. And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Eric Davis is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
And I'm sure the manager's just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Now at the plate, Eric Davis comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
The 1-0.
2 balls. No.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Nicholas Castellanos is on deck. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. So runners at first and second here with 1 away. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Set to deal on 2-2. Smoked on the ground left side. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 4-2 game.
That's just your classic ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel to the ball right there, able to get that one through and picks up an RBI. Hard hit and a well-deserved run batted in.
At the plate, Barry Larkin, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Pickoff play at second, and a dive, but he's back in. Davis at second, Castellanos at first, one gone. And he falls behind 0-2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
The 1-2.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. And he continues to labor here, coming up on 100 pitches in just the 5th inning.
Boy, D-Row, this is a spot right now. If you're an offense, you start licking your chop. Pitch count starting to get up. Into the 5th inning, they could be sitting on some big knocks right here.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. You're looking for something middle of the plate right here. He doesn't have a great feel for his breaking stuff. Maybe he hangs something.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Barry Larkin becomes out number 2 this inning. To the plate now, Joe Morgan, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
So stepping in, George Foster, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. Foster is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. Up top, it's 2-0. Count, the pitch. Slider finds the zone for a strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
He's set. The 2-2. Line to the right side. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. First baseman not normally known as the greatest leapers, but this wasn't too bad. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready for another shot now. Yadier Molina. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Yadier Molina.
First offering on its way. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Oh, that's it. No, that's low.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Davis comes on now, and he has it one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Lou Brock.
At the plate, Lou Brock. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Off the plate, ball one.
Bases are empty, one man out. Now a hard liner, but this is a foul ball. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2 pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. Hard hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they still lead this one 4-2. John Gant is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Number 53, John Gant.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Tony Perez. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Swing and a laser off into foul territory. Oh, 1, here's the pitch.
1-1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
There to take it in is Carpenter for the first out.
The catcher, number 5, Johnny Bench.
Standing in, Johnny Bench. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
That's a ball.
Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
In now, Adam Dunn.
The designated hitter, Adam.
As he'll take a look at ball 1. No hits to this point. Two balls and no strikes to the Reds' DH.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Now the pitch.
That's ball 3.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Stepping into the box, Eugenio Suarez. He's set and the pitch. Here's the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Reined in. One there. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. Reds claw back just a bit on this solo home run. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Reds 3. Here's Matt Carpenter. His line includes a single and a fly ball and 2 at-bats thus far.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. He's right there. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter, the center fielder, Lane Thomas.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Lane Thomas. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Right down the middle with a changeup, but not what he was looking for. Taken for a strike.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
0-2.
And he just ramps up and here's the fastball by him. 0-2. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box, Ozzie Smith. swing and a liner, but foul. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now the 0-1. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get fouled. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 1-2 to the Wizard.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. And it remains a 4-3 game. Digging in once again, Eric Davis.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Line drive to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
Digging in and looking for more, Nicholas Castellanos. His prior history in this matchup, batting at an even .400. The pitch.
Count 21.
1-1. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Standing in now, Barry Larkin, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is a check swing, but he clearly went around that time. Castellanos, the runner at second with 1 away. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard to the right side, and that's through into right field for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only 1 away.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
John Brebbia is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
John Brebbia.
Joe Morgan will be the first to greet him here as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. From the stretch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Two and one to Joe Morgan. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. 3-2 now.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Runners back. The 3-2 pitch. This pitch is popped up. Carpenter is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, George Foster.
Now at the plate, George Foster, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And that's waved at and missed for strike one. And there's ball one. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Outside, 2-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Ready with the 2-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
He's set. The 3-1. Hit in the air to right field. Slaughter is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Fine work there from the St. Louis bullpen. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Reds 3. Ready to begin the 8th, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Ina Slaughter. And now a pitch on the way. Slice down the left side, but foul. Now the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Larkin will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Now batting, the left fielder, Stan Musial.
Stan Musial will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on. First offering on its way. And that misses ball 1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And it's 1-1 to Stan the man. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Now a slider well off the plate, an easy take there. Fouled away. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, when you hear people talk about the unwritten rules of baseball, I think we just saw a perfect example of that. You hit one of mine, and I'm going to hit one of yours. Always been that way and probably always will be, even though they've tried to crack down on that kind of stuff recently.
Coming to the plate now, Rogers Hornsby. He homered back in the third inning in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball one.
Count 1-0.
Musial, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Popped him up. Perez is there for it. Two gone.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
Stepping up to the plate, Yadier Molina. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Ready with the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
2-2 to the Cardinals catcher.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Cards lead it 4-3. Giovanni Gallegos is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Giovanni Gallegos.
Now at the plate, Tony Perez. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
First offering on its way. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
Nope.
1-1.
1-0.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. And he misses again. Ball 3.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. And he lays off. Ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Johnny Bench. He went deep last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Gallegos typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake-bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty V, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
(4-3) our score here as we play the 8th. Line to the right side, but foul. Now the 2-1.
That's ball 3.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is one pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
The 3-1.
Down to 3-2.
A runner at first with no outs here. On the ground to first. Can this be 2? To second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but one ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be frustrated with himself after that.
And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Adam Dunn. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Done with that open stance, and here's the pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Count even at 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. None left for Cincinnati. They still trail it here 4-3. Raisel Iglesias enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Joey Votto is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. All set for the start of the inning, and in steps the all-time Cardinal great Lou Brock.
The designated hitter, Lou Brock.
First pitch on its way. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And it's 1-1 to Brock.
1-1.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Pitch on the way. Pulled toward right center field. Davis is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. His lifetime numbers against Iglesias. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hot shot on the ground is short. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
So coming to the plate, Matt Carpenter. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. And he misses low with it, 2-0. Two balls and a strike to Matt Carpenter. Now the 2-1 pitch is strike 2, swinging.
2-2.
Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Jason Isringhausen takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 44, Jason Isringhausen.
Coming to the plate now, Eugenio Suarez.
Leading off for the Reds, the third baseman, Eugenio.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the tying run is aboard here in the 9th.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Stepping in, Eric Davis. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. From the stretch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to Hornsby. Back to first. A 9th inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out.
Oh, man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the 9th, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
Reds down to their final out now. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. First pitch on its way. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. 1-0 home. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. The Reds down to their last strike. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Two pitches fouled away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. He makes the catch, and the Cardinals move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Cardinals led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Bob Gibson gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he gives up only 2 hits in 5 innings of work. Jason Isringhausen earns the save out of the bullpen, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 4 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. For the Reds, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 9 minutes. Our paid attendance at Great American Ballpark this afternoon, 42,319. The Reds thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.